New stuff, open roads. Start new game. Well, yes. Hmm. Look closer, flip over. So I see grandma. That's probably child and the mom. Flip it over. Me, mom, grandma, Helen. Grandma's 80th. Pack up. Mom wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. Pick up hairbrush. Let's pack it up. Pick up the photo. That's that girl again. When Dad came back and visited. TV, Renee, Marguerite. Back up the poster. They're moving on what? Pick up DVD covers. Note. Hey Tess, we do movie night right at your place. Yes, we are. What movies are you bringing from work? It's a comedy double feature night. I'll give you one clue as to which movies they are going to be. What is it? I already gave it to you. Tess, don't do this to me. You have your clue. Can I flip it over? No, let's pack everything. Video Galaxy DVD clueless. Alicia so I know that movie. A rich and glamorous high school student tries to transform new people into the most popular girl at school, but fate has other plans. I better take the Mulholland Drive. Tim Curry. 6 strangers are invited to a mysterious mansion for dinner, but when their host turns up there, everyone becomes a suspect. Oh boy, I watched that movie. That's a nice one. Real movies, by the way. Put back, so I can take it. Ref, $3. What else do we have? Scotch tape, poster, all night movie marathon. Test stuff. We're moving, pick up Jackalope.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
Great. Yeah, take that stuff. Pick up matchbooks. Pick up the book. Liquid Gold. History of Canadian American, what book like. So that's from the library. Jotter's volume, pick up cup. Why you need that junk? Pick up tablet. I met Bigfoot, she's great. Note. Search spots. Hunters Point, Copper Harbor. No idea what's that. The hunt for buried bootlegger treasure. And for the city of the fun zone. Who's that? Boyfriend. Pick up work shirt.
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
Yeah, right. You're gonna work. Pop the bubble wrap. There's a computer. The Green High Gazette. Pick up invoice. Nail polish. Mark. Nail polish. Eraser. Another eraser. Plane ticket.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
To Detroit. Right? Calendar. There's a bed. Garden outside. Okay, to do. Pack up the rest of the room. We done that. Yearbook. Open it. Francine was here. Hey bestie, wanted to make sure you wouldn't miss the message. Now anybody else who signs this will know I'm your bestie. Not damn, let's have a great summer this summer. Movie night every night, Francine. Class of 2003. Next year we rule the school. Extra, extra. Read all about it. It was awesome working with you on the newspaper this year. See you in the funny pages, Brian. Brian, a couple of boxes, trash can, pick up, clipped article. Dementia, that's what we see. Cookie bag. Butter kisses. I have a chick's back as well. Some backpack, drawer, friendship bracelet, Tess, friend, her best friend.
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy.
Your Tamagotchi. Birthday card. That's it. Some TV, DVD player, power strip. Let's pack it up. Boy, we ready. Head downstairs.
Tess?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this? Gah!
What is it?
What is it?
It's of the dog we had growing up, Lady. Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid.
My God. And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
wanna just take a minute and look around and see what's left? I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Oh my God.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Alright. Most of Grandma Helen's stuff was sold off in the estate sale. I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now. There's some drone. Brush. What else? There's a sink. Some detergents and stuff. Fedora.
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
Grandpa's. Book. Dear Millie Calder. Hey, Mom.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Mortgages. Open it. No one gives advice like Millie. With her wit, wisdom, and ineffectual tact, Emily has been charming readers for over 15 years, found in newspapers nationwide. Millie doles out sage advice to over 5 million readers weekly. Gathered here for the first time are some of the most engaging responses from the sage of the Midwest. On matters of home, parenting, and romance, there's never been a question for that Millie can handle. Put it back. Mallet. Calculator. ID. Lena Lambros, property inspector. Hey, Mom.
Grandpa Leo was a...
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Oh, great, Mom. Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. You know, the big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
Electrical fire is no joke. Clipped our article. Leo Lambros, age 43 years, of Orange Street, Greenville. Died July 28, 1960 at Alexandra's Regional Hospital. He was a veteran of the Second World War. Served as a surveyor with the 173rd Field Artillery Battalion, scouting on enemy positions on the front lines. He later worked for the Greene County as a building inspector. So when his wife Helen Lambros and his daughters Opal and August Lambros funeral arrangements under the direction of the Million Family Funeral Home. Fankuchina incomplete. What? Put it back. There's some button. So no. We're at the basement. There's the kitchen. That's actually... So I guess they're moving with Mom. Fridge. What do we have in here? Some soda, ketchup, freezer. Have to close that stuff. Coffee pot. Coffee can. Broom. Can of pop. Cup. Picture.
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
Alright. Heart attack. And there's some code. We can go outside. Boxes, TVs packed. Another photo.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
Oh, It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
And another photo. Photos everywhere.
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well...
Turned into a hippie.
A bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
Put it back. Chinese pottery.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America, not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun? Me and you, an intercontinental mother-daughter adventure?
Maybe an intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern. Somewhere where, say, my own father currently resides.
Listen, we've discussed this. We're not going to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not going to happen.
Well, what if I just went by myself?
By yourself? No way. It's a bad idea.
How come?
There's a bunch of reasons.
Like
I said so, and I'm your mother?
Your mother.
What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces all those years since you gave it to her. Oh, honey.
It's okay.
I think I don't want to keep it. I'm gonna hold on to it.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
African pottery. Japanese.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Man. Some pottery. And so there's a door outside. Where is Mama walking here? She always close by me, but I don't see anybody. Fireplace. quote. And by the way, there's a second floor.
Oh,
Here.
hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that was her mom looking for some book that's important to her for some reason. Apparently, it's probably somewhere upstairs. I just went upstairs. There was a call. So there's some drawings here. Red and black cover. That one. Definitely
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral.
Nothing. Empty stuff.
Hey, Mom! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Read it. Opa, sorry to hear that Mom's doing worse. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I know this is a sore spot, so it's the last time I'll bring it up. I really wish you'd let me help with Mom's medical bills. I get that you'd rather have me there in person to help, but I just can't get away from work long enough to make that happen. I'm sorry that money is the only thing I can provide right now, but that's just the situation we're in. If you're stressed about everything you have to do, you can always send Tess down here for weekend again. I love having her around. Call me if there is anything new with Mom. Love, August.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
All right. We can go up there, but... you go first.
I found a weird hook pole thing. What the heck do you call these things anyway? Well, at any rate, I should be able to use this to pull down the steps to the attic. Still no signs of the book. I see the car, by the way. And there's a mirror, some phone, wheelchair, cabinet, bathroom, toothbrush.
Guess we can get rid of these.
Memantine. Toilet. There's a bedroom. I already been here. That's her room actually. They said upstairs that book. There's still no clue. Appetizer, ashtray. Maybe here. Some boxes.
I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my books when I was a little kid and we were visiting Grandma.
And a box of crayons, apparently.
We'd come to visit and I'd hunker down in here for hours. Some kind of game in my head, I guess. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear Grandma out there in her room, typing away or just reading in bed. I know she knew I was in there, but she'd always pretend not to know. And I'd pretend she had no idea I was hiding. I don't know why. I just liked the feeling of knowing she was out there.
I have only slipped away into the next room. Somewhere very near, just around the corner.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Funeral, funeral, funeral. Where's your stuff? That door is blocked. Let me check. Did we find that book here? No. In love and memory, Helen Sophia Divine. Nail polish again. Eraser, all that stuff. Marks and citizenship. Web scribe. Hair clips. Hey, Mama packed everything. But I was in your room actually. Wait. Maybe... I still don't get it. On Toga's come, I'm looking for some book that's important to her for some reason. Apparently it's probably somewhere upstairs. Did I pack everything? My own stuff.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Your mother has always been an inspiration, not just to me, but to an entire generation of writers and readers. I can't tell you how much peace she's brought me over the years to be able to... What? Wait there? No. To be able to write where she did. Well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. Yours, Ben Gerber.
Well, okay. I guess it's alright that he got it.
Glad you approve.
Yeah, there's nothing here, right? No. Farewell from Millie.
Want to know something? Your grandmother didn't write this. I did.
You did?
Why you?
Why you?
Hmm?
Well, you're not like a writer.
Well, I don't know. I think I did okay.
No, I mean, you did great, but, you know, I don't know. Were you surprised when they asked you to do it?
I think her editor, she just wanted it to be from someone who she was close to. I guess she was hoping for a family voice. I just tried to put myself in Millie's shoes.
Well, you did a good job.
Thanks.
Box cutter. What's the appetizer now here? I saw one. Look over there. That's right. So. Yes, but nothing in here. Some pillow, bed. What else am I? supposed to do? Down? Bucket. Have a photo. The kitchen again. The basement. I still can't go up. And so I guess I still need to pack my stuff, if I understand right, because you not cross it off. That's what written. And still we didn't find any book. Here, no. Ah, that's a bubble wrap. There's nothing here. Jar. Pack it up, birthday card. I forgot it. Let's open it. But happy belated birthday. Sorry for the lateness. Tessa Bear. Things get away from here, but you're always on my mind. We'll call soon. Can't wait, Dad. Did we pack everything? Hippo. Pack it up. Radio. Mr. Bond. So, what else left in this room? Eraser. Seems like I got it all. I don't know. Lamp. How about the stars? No. Couple of boxes. Can I turn off the light here? So anyway, I guess my room is packed, and we're still searching for that book, right? No idea. Pull down the steps to the attic. File box.
No! Why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom.
Come on, Mom. Mallet. And what's that door? Garbage. Room. Cereal.
Tropically fun and tropically sweet. It's tropical hippos you gotta eat.
Yes, and die. Mug. Vinegar. Huh. Wait invitation.
Who are these people? Mom's friends?
Don't care.
I've gotta take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around.
So this is Francine. 10 February 2002.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Glad I had you there to supervise my baking skills. Down to the basement. Why can't take the box cutter plate?
Oh, what happened to this?
Oh, that? You know, I'm not sure.
Seems like there must be a story here.
Seems like there must be a story here.
I don't know. I mean, got dropped at some point.
More like shattered and carefully glued back together.
Maybe August did it after I went to college or something. I don't know, Tess.
Okay.
Tess. Your name is Tess.
What's this thingy? Maybe to smooth out the surface so there's no bumps?
So I realized how to open that stuff. Right? It's over there. Pull it down steps. I mean, I just watched it.
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book?
Is this the pickup magazine? Felicity. 60 euros. Swinging into the spring. What's in, what's out? Would not be caught dead in. Marriage. Maybe mother didn't always know best. Biting your tongue. This is speaking your mind. What else do we have in here? Creepy doll.
Okay, well this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point. What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Okay, forget about this book. We found weird suitcase in the secret compartment in the attic. Did Grandma Helen hide in there? Why? The answers may lie within. So she crossed a couple more stuff in there. I need to pack something else. Suitcase, snapshots.
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
What's next one? Got it. Just my 2 cents. August, my beautiful daughter, this book can teach you even a fraction of what you are taught me. What? I'll know what I succeeded. I got it.
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too. And you can wear it when you get married.
Well, definitely.
Definitely.
I knew you would.
Well, you didn't know.
Oh, I knew. I've always thought this was such a beautiful dress, and I'd always wanted to hand it down to you. Like your grandmother handed it down to me.
Those sound like you reasons.
Well, you just said you definitely want to wear it for your wedding, so I guess there are you reasons, too. What?
Mom, do you ever feel maybe sometimes I just say things I know you want me to say?
Mom, do you ever think that maybe sometimes I just say things I know you want me to say?
So you don't want to wear the dress?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get married.
Well,
I just...
In the future, please don't patronize me. I don't want you to tell me something just because you think it's what I want to hear. You're better than that.
Better than that? I just... If I don't say what you want me to say, you don't take no for an answer.
So when I asked if you wanted your grandmother's wedding dress, you said yes, but you meant no. I understand. You were just telling me what I wanted to hear. You don't want the dress. I get it.
I mean... But it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
What else do we have in here? Bowling trophy.
Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves bowling?
No, he doesn't.
But he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts?
Are you
Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being obviously not cool.
No. They're definitely a fashion statement. I think he got the idea from that movie Swingers.
This explains so much.
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl?
Yes.
Yes. Descent. What else here? It's not that book. Look at that. There's a hole down there. Can I crawl? I guess let's just look closer. There's a couple of snapshots. I already looked. There's some book. Postcard.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen...
Cheating on Grandpa?
cheating on Grandpa?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to?
Intrigue. Flip it over as a dinosaur.
Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
Come on, just a pic. Open it. On any hill, they think they're being good neighbors, but if anyone should know where the path of good intention leads, it's these church ladies. Their children carry on best they can. Opal is caught up in her own teenage dramas as usual, almost if it were a normal summer. August does worry me a bit. She's becoming caught more and more in her imagination. I wish I could help her, but there's so much I can say. It has become a challenge keeping my correspondence with XXX concealed. It's only a matter of time till we are together again in person, but to hold it all inside, not tell us all, it's almost too much. But he knows and I know some enough, the waiting will be over and this will all be in the rear view. Postcard, Libertyville, MI 1968, United States, Washington, Hill in Divine. This space for writing messages. Forget about the past, leave us dead. All that matters now is our future together. Published by Moreto Postcard, CEO Forest and Sea. There's the key.
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out.
Maybe find a, to find who this mystery
To
man
find out
was.
who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
Oh, God. You know, A little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
We're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma Ellen's mystery man. Who knows what we might find. It'll be a while before we get there though. Alright. There's Mom. Backpack.
What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
No, reading in the car makes me carsick.
Then what are you messing with back there?
I don't know.
So stop it. It's not safe.
Glove compartment. Pick up the phone. Text Dad. Text Francine. Hi Dad. Text me back when you're around. Pick up pot. Quick and stop. They got the gum, some chips, and Citrisa can. In total, $3.71. Registration certificate. What else? Directions. Road body. No navigator. Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure.
That stuff is not bad. Hey Mom.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age?
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So long time.
So, a long time ago. Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
So why did you stop going?
So why did you stop going?
Oh, Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college, and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
No, he's hard
No,
worker.
Dad's a hard worker.
Okay.
He'd work late at the video store all the time. He'd be there with the closing shift.
Watching movies on the store monitors.
You've got to have something on for the customers. Closing is a pain in the butt. And he'd manage the schedules and store finances. He even made the window displays.
Fine, those were pretty cool. No. I mean, I guess there is a real reason I never told your father about the old summer place. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
It could still be in good shape.
It could still be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been, keeping it up.
You hope squatters have been living in it?
No, like shoe elves. I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape, considering we need a new place to live.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
But it's better than having a home.
Well, it's better than not having a home at all, isn't it?
Okay, we're not gonna be homeless.
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house. We don't have anywhere else to live.
We'll find a place.
What kind of place?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
'Cause it feels like we're about to be living in the car.
We can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company,
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, it's not doing great, but...
Mom.
What?
We need money.
We need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here.
Excuse me?
He could help. Pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not. He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west for work. What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just... work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important. What the hell is this? It makes me uncomfortable.
I think it's a numbers station.
Is that something from, the X-Files?
Maybe? Car radios can pick them up in the middle of nowhere. Some people think it's a secret coded government message.
Whoa. Maybe if we decode it, we can find out where they're hiding the aliens.
You get right on that.
The truth is out there.
I'm pretty sure I heard my phone buzz from the glove compartment.
The radio station went away.
Yeah, we're pretty far out here.
Maybe I'll see if I can find anything else.
Yes. Hey kiddo, sorry I missed your messages. Was in the middle of a business negotiation. What's up? Hey, what's up? I should work right now, but good to hear from you. How's work going? Good money. Good, making money. Would you be able to send some money back to help me and mom? I don't know if mom told you, but we move out next week. I think it's going to be hard for mom to pay for for the new place and stuff like that. Do you think you could send some money back to help? I'd love to, kid, but right now my liquid assets are all tied up in reinvesting at work. If I send enough back that could help you work for them without it sinking my business out here, you know I would. But your mom's always been the smart one. She'll figure things out. Don't worry. Okay. You understand, right, Pumpkin? Yeah. Did you tell your mom you bought the tickets? Not yet. Me and mom actually on a road trip. Right now, we're investigating a family mystery and going to her old summer house. Can you believe it? Wow, you need to tell her, kiddo, or else I will. And you know she would freak low. Okay, I promise I will as soon as possible. I know you will love you. I should have to get back to it now. Treat your mom nice, okay? Yes, love you. See you soon, babe.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes?
Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
To
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
we arrived. The summer house. Private property.
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more...
Falling
apart?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This is exactly what I pictured when Mom said they had a summer home, but it's still pretty cool in a retro way. There's probably lots of cool old stuff inside from when Mom was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma Helen's Mystery Man. I'm gonna drink some stuff. I'm gonna explore. Alright, there we go. There's some fork, ashtray. Hey, Mom.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened?
Hmm?
To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
Life happened. And there is a window open. Okay, is it Vista?
It's out there. Somewhere. That buried bootlegger gold.
Uh-huh. Bigfoot, too, I hear.
Do you think he found the gold already?
What makes you so sure Bigfoot's a he?
Oh, I love it. Equal opportunity cryptids. Very forward thinking.
It's 2003, Tess. Anyone can be a Bigfoot.
Door is locked. But I did have the key.
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find some other way in.
Can't get into August's room for the outside. Maybe there's no way in. How about that?
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Lid of some kettle. Your new favorite. Does Steve advertising really work? Playing cards, magazines, their family garden, roller skates.
You used to roller skate?
Mm-hmm. At the drive-in on Main Street.
At the... Wait, why would you be roller skating at... Mom, were you a roller skating waitress at a drive-in restaurant?
When we were here for the summer, yeah.
Like in the movies?
Yeah. It seems silly now. I mean, it was silly, but I was glad to have the distraction.
From what?
Well, it was the first time we'd come back for the summer since my father died.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I was probably kind of depressed. It was good to be up and moving around and not just sulking.
And bringing people burgers? On roller skates? In a little outfit?
Oh yeah, the whole 9.
Tell me there's a photo of this somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe?
Well, I've got a new objective.
It's possible there is a photo somewhere of your mom from when she was a teenage roller skating waitress. If that exists, then by God, I'm gonna find it. Photo of mom. Roller skating. There's a key.
Ooh, a little tiny key. What do you think it's for?
Probably unlocking something? Ugh. Maybe a desk drawer?
We found a little tiny key. I wonder what it unlocks. You're invited.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
His conscience.
His conscience?
I don't know if you can outrun your conscience by going to Canada.
You can if, I'm trying to think of a Canada joke. It's not working.
That's okay. I'll give you an A for effort.
Bested.
Well, I know I'm running from something, but I've never felt so free. I just crossed the border and I'm writing you from the desk in a room at motel that's hidden off a little side road far from the main freeway. There's more driving to do before I find us a little place to settle down. But before long I'll have a return address for you to write back to. Don't miss me too much. Alright. Look at that. Up. Take it here. How about that? Fridge. Olsen strawberries and syrup. Pear helps and syrup. My gosh. Sugar. Crackers. Radio probably. Potato chips, Judy's. Perkis. Looks so dusty. Oh, a shotgun.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that from me at the fair.
Kurt?
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling? Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy? Did you roller skate his order out to him on his motorcycle? How did that work?
He parked the motorcycle and sat at a table inside.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, getting caught up on the details here, but tell me more about Kurt!
Honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool? On his motorcycle?
He was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Oh, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...?
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there. Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
A freaking water heater fell through the wall and we can't get around, but there's a weird hatch in the floor. Maybe I could go under the house and come up through there. There's access to the crawl space around back. Crawl space. Plate. Ah, so that's what the little key for.
Aha! They were really gonna run away together, huh?
He thought so anyway. Whoever he was.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Well, maybe she just came to her senses. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then, when the time came, she thought better of it.
Maybe. Or...
Maybe something super messed up happened.
maybe something super messed up happened.
Like what?
Okay. He was driving on these secluded back roads and whatnot, and he picks up a hitchhiker. And the hitchhiker gets in, and he asks him where he's headed. And the hitchhiker says, "All the way to the end of the line, man." And the hitchhiker's just staring off into the distance like he's lost at some faraway place. And then all of a sudden, with no warning, he pulls out this huge rusty Bowie knife.
It's actually pronounced Bowie.
What? No, it's like the last name, like David Bowie.
Different last name. Bowie.
Are you just messing with me?
No, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, well, anyway, maybe this guy got killed by a crazy hitchhiker, that's all I'm saying.
Well, that would be super messed up.
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well, that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows? I mean, what about you or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but I could have used more help too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself, one who would always listen.
Augustine friend, but August's dad left her a special tie. It was a red tie and had special powers. When August wore the special tie, she met her friend Nightshade. Nightshade lived in the shadows and would always be there to help. He was our best friends who would never go away. Mhm. Fallout. Well, we need to go over there. Right. So this is how we get into the crawl space.
So, this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So, this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
Wow. Okay, into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
So there's a house standing in that block. I don't know how to call them. Any rats or something. What's that?
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this.
This space for writing message. I'm writing you from our new home right on the water. I was looking and I realized there's no better home for us than one we could just pull up, anchor, and split if we really need to. So I bought us a houseboat. It's really something else. But from an older fellow who'd kept it perfect and was just done having to maintain it in his autumn years. There's a rumor they're going to dam this river up, but there's a long time coming, if it happens at all. Now just get you and those kids moved up here. I hope it's been a good summer. Right back discreetly, let's make plans for the big move. Something I've learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Get ready to leave all your worries behind. There's some pipes. Any sign? What's that? There is a table. Exit crawl space. I need to exit that. Just back right here. I need to find the entrance, right? To the house. To the house. But let's see. Oh, climb up.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
Place in Canada with trees.
Go mechanics! Oh man, I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
It'll be so exciting. Oh man, you're gonna love it. Eating lunch at Ford Hall, doing all-nighters in the library. Oh, there was this time when Lucy and I broke into the art building after hours.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine.
Fine. Open the door. Open drawer.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
Paint set. I don't know if I agree with this advice.
I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound very Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
It's right here. She's like, if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
I guess... Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead, she would have.
I hope so.
Dear August, you were upset about what happened today, and that's alright. You need time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's alright too. But upset as you are, you need to remember, boys only tease girls because they like them, or because they're different. You cannot control the cruelty of others, But you can discourage it through your own appearance and behavior, or learn it to play alone. It's time to grow up now. I know you will. Love, Mother. This looks like the hand of Goldgust.
I'd recognize that penmanship anywhere.
This piece was clearly done by an accomplished artist.
A cartographic prodigy? Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
I found a map to buried treasure in August's room. Could it be the fabled bootlegger gold? Probably not, but it might be something cool. Nick's master's spot near the doghouse. Board game.
No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
Key. Let's take it.
This looks like it's for a car or something.
Oh, that's the key to my old van out front. August was always stealing the keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff.
Well, well. Look who's gonna be messing with your stuff now.
I found a key to Mom's old van. It may not run anymore, but I bet it's got a bunch of cool hippie stuff inside. Tickets.
Oh, how fun! Wait, did they not get to use these?
Michigan State, hey, right. Showtime Drive-In Theater. There's a map.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Ah, that's so romantic.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Are you saying Dad cheated
Wait,
on you?
Are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No. Just, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
Alright. About 2 hours drive to court. There's a bedroom, some lamp. I've already been here. Looks like drawing.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
The mean boys by August Divine. One day August rode her bike to town because of how sunny it was. Because it was sunny, her friend Night had to follow behind under the trees because he lives in the shadows and can go inside the sun. August laughed at the night as the Nightshade ran along under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade got to the town, there were boys outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from what? Them. The mean boys came closer. They said, "Who are you talking to? And what are you wearing, stupid?" August said, "My dad's tie." The mean boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the mean boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help because he was trapped in the shade under the tree far away. When the mean boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough. Alright. There's a map. That part is blocked. Washing machines, I guess.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it, that door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
Awesome. Where's one of those?
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice.
Nice. The door to Grandma Helen's room is broken, but it's gonna take more than that to keep me from snooping. Mom said we might be able to jimmy it open with a little screwdriver she kept in her van. And the door is stuck. There's a bathroom. Who's that?
Yes! It's here! It's really here! Photographic evidence of your roller skating waitress phase. I love it.
You were cute.
You're cute!
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
What? No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
Yes, we completed that task. Confidential to Precious Stone. You're young, idealistic, and you trust easily. You have an open heart and a lot of pain to heal. Don't let someone who's more flesh and substance take advantage from that.
Precious stone?
This was to you?
This was to you?
Subtle, right? My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I understand how worried she must have been as a mother.
You were a bad kid? Do you ever thank your lucky stars I'm not a bad kid?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up pretty late.
Playing The Sims and eating pizza rolls.
Yeah, you kids are wild these days.
Got it. So now we need a screwdriver. There's some doghouse. Can she run? No. I guess not this fan. This one.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right. But look at all this stuff. Wow.
Playable.
Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
Later.
Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair.
Dear Paul, I getting my letters. I haven't heard from you since you told me about Cora. I've been writing you every week. Things at the park LA and all the fun people left, and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dorks from Sunday Sky. If I don't get anything back, I'm just going to assume you're too preoccupied with Cora to write me. At least one of us is having fun. I'll talk to you when the school starts, I guess. Unless I'm too busy, Lori. There's a nice man. Playbill. Margaret didn't want to take me near. Guitar, where's the screwdriver? And yes, not this one. Nail polish, right? What's that?
Find anything?
I didn't see a screwdriver in there. Maybe I didn't look hard enough.
Yeah, I'm sure I had one in there somewhere. Maybe in the glove box? You might want to check again.
Uh,
Glove box. If I you mean this but this not the van. Glove box, he says. Here. Yeah, there's a screwdriver. And there.
holy shit.
Babe, this summer's been real out there, but I've got to split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike headed to the Cali. Look me up if you are ever out that way. Yeah, we got the screwdriver.
Find anything?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
He seemed like maybe he just wanted something different than
He
you.
seems like maybe he just wanted something different than you.
Well, he could have told me that. Instead, he just played along, told me what I wanted to hear. Until one day it was just goodbye. Not even face to face, just this selfish little note. And he was gone. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
You're right.
No, you're right. I mean, eventually every relationship ends, right? Even with Grandma, right?
Well, I mean more... No, not so much. I will always be there for you. You know that, right? Like we were there for Grandma.
Uh-huh.
But with someone you voluntarily put yourself into a relationship with, like a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, It's different.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Well... I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
You got the screwdriver finally. Now we're gonna open that door.
Door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
Astrology book, Bible, that's the good stuff. Illustrated. Postcard.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
Love or grief. This space for writing messages. Darling, not weird. It sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies and make tracks for the border. And when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. A place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names. And a pile of cash that'll keep us going till who knows when. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Get these silly ideas out of your head, get back on track, and we'll be together soon. Awesome. Now we draw our Easter goose.
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked.
But you got
This
the key.
gives me an idea.
You got the key.
The little key? From Grandma's diary?
Right.
Hell, you can just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you, and those are my kids too, you know? I need to have a right. PLR track, box 9, up to Lake, Cairndale, Ontario.
What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you in August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop 2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario.
You wanna go
Do you
want to
go check it out?
What? No.
No, but...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop.
The house can wait a day. This can't. This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are.
This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
Right.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
What the heck is the Pierre Lautrec guy mom's real dad scandal? We found an address for some place in Canada. We've got to check it out. Time to hit the road. And road again. That's a road game. Marriage sympathy card. Open it. Our condolences, our thoughts, how are you? Condolences. Our thoughts, how are you, Helen? So sorry about your loss. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. The Saltzmans. Great. So there's another book. King, Queen, Royal Flash by Bettina Diziani. So there we go again, right? The cemetery. No, just a garden. Let's leave this place.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right, but the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh, burger?
Burger it is. do your homework.
I knew I should have brought my backpack on this trip. Now mom expects me to do my homework. Well, I guess there's not much else to do. Cut up in this motel room. Rabbits and peanuts.
Oh, how lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks.
She's right. I mean, why we have to check all that stuff? I mean, we can pick it. So look, but so what? Ford State Mechanics.
Oh yeah, definitely stealing these.
Mountain Valley. Sorry. A nice TV. Let's make coffee, yeah? Power sleep display. Okay, we change the channel. Tissues. What else here in there?
Ooh, a visitor's guide. Oh. Hmm.
Sorry. Over ton. About to close that stuff. Hey, Tessa Bear. Hope you had a good day. Busy with some work late tonight. I will talk to you tomorrow. Think of you always, Dad. Hey, Frankie, we survived the abandoned summer home. And how haunted was it? Very, extremely, a little. Not really. Oh, I'd go in a weird crawl space though. Sounds spooky. Yeah, not haunted, just spooky. Speaking of spooky, how did your mom react to you telling her about Nevada? Shut up, lol, I didn't tell her. Why are you so obsessed with that? You need to tell her. What if she doesn't let you go? I'm gonna and she will let me go. Just do it now. Okay, I will when it's right time. When? I don't know. So did you find what you were looking for? Yes and no. We're heading up to Canada tomorrow. What? Yeah, we found some stuff about who my grandpa might have really been. We're gonna see if we can find out more about him. Well, you might be part Canadian. Yeah, 25% maple syrup running through my blood. I'll call and tell you about it when we're at home. Reception out here is bad. We're in a real little motel for the night. It's pretty cool. It's all vintage. My mom's getting me a burger from the bar. That's awesome. Well, have you looked around the motel room? Is there anything weird in there? Probably. If I find anything weird, I'll text you about it. Let's put it in the pocket. Francis wants to hear about weird stuff in here. I should text message her if I find anything interesting. Well, can do the homework. What weird stuff? Couple of beds, single beds, probably. Remote. Call to the reception. No.
Notify the blah blah blah. Be aware. Da, da, da. Be sure. Da, da, da. Got it.
Anyway, I just do homework.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some
Questions about Mom and Dad.
This book is my rival and I would fit. Where? Come on. That stuff is not serious. Burger and French fries. Well, I have vanquished the mighty burger. Finish your work.
Do you think... Could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on.
She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
What I think? I think it's pretty
I
depressing.
think it's pretty depressing.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I wouldn't think Grandma would do something like that. Have an affair.
Yeah, me neither. But it was a different time back then, I guess.
Pretty rich of her to specialize in giving other people advice.
Yeah. Advice is something I don't miss. I was still pretty young when our dad died, so I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
We found some of your old art. Stuff you made as a kid.
Oh, that's so fun. I was a creative kid.
Do you ever do that kind of stuff now?
Well, no, not really. Not as much as I'd like to. Although I have to do a lot of creative stuff at work. But it would be nice to get back into writing.
What about drawing?
I was a dedicated artist, but never a very good one. I'll leave the visual stuff to you. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No. What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course, both of you, but she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
Very nice. So we have go to bed option. Now let's text a friend. See? Hey. Why the phone is gone? Increased turnout and the meta improve word of mouth with t-shirts posters in local school. Found note my mom wrote on a bare napkin. Oh, what it says. It's also about theater, like now to how to get more people to go. Fire Barnack will be more interesting. This must be worse than usual business. These ideas are tame, we need to punch it up. We run down the street launching fireworks, yelling theater. I get my plane to sprout seaplanes in the sky. We go to an elementary school play and Boo Better acting at Andromeda. Whoa. What? Kids bounce back. I'm envisioning the backstage mom rage. Maybe napkins fall swing. Or whatever. There's nothing here. Let's go to bed.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night! And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
This drive is so freaking boring. I wonder what's going with Dan and Francine. That boring stuff.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack?
You put it in the pocket.
Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel.
We have to go back and get. We have to go back and get. I need my phone.
We have to go back and get it.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand.
I
just need it.
That's not much of a reason.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
Never told me about the pills.
you never told me about the pills you're taking.
The ones you found when you went through my suitcase last night?
Well, how did you?
You didn't hide it very well. I could tell you'd been in there. If you're gonna snoop through somebody else's stuff, at least put a little work into covering your tracks. Yes, it's Prozac, Tess. But since you apparently need to know, with everything going on, I need a little help, and I'm not ashamed of it. But I am very disappointed at you for violating my privacy. So that's what this is about? My prescription medication?
No. You didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
If your dad will still together, where do you think we would be right now?
If you and Dad were still together, where do you think we would be right now?
I don't know, Tess.
Do you think we still would have lost the house?
Where are you going with this?
You're always trying to make him look bad. But while he was here, we were fine.
We were fine?
Maybe he wouldn't have had to pursue his dreams somewhere else if you had been more supportive of him. He was always working on stuff. He would know what to do.
That's not what was going on. And don't bring your dad into this.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once? The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going...
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him. Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Well, ma'am, CP, not only did I lose my phone, but I got in a fight with Mom. This sucks. I guess now we're just going to sit here in silence until we get to the stupid houseboat. What a fun road trip. That was sarcastic. There we go. Hey, Mom.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Agreed.
Well, looks like we finally made it to the houseboat we saw in the picture, most likely owned by the Mr. Man, aka Payola Trek. Whatever we find here, better worth it.
Is that dried blood? Ew, 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 ew. Why on earth did I just touch that? Yikes. Somebody has anger issues. Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya?
There's a toilet.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Please remember, this means you, Pierre. What? Please remember, this is share facility for all residents who fish off of their boats or the dock. If you borrow equipment to clean or prepare your cache, return it to the its storage space in an orderly fashion. And if you clean your cache on the workbenches here, please clean up thoroughly before retiring for the evening. We all rely on one another's consideration to keep the fishing shack in good shape.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
We wanna get across to the boat, but if we try to jump the gap, we'll break our shin bones. Maybe there's something around here that we can use to get across. How about this boat? Couldn't walk over there. Boot. How about this? That net. If we put it on this boat, let's just drag it. Huh. Rope. Let's check here. We show Lautrec.
Lautrec! That's the name of the mystery man. Think he's got mail? Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Maybe that's for the best. Tampering with other people's mail is illegal.
We find a mailbox labeled Lautrec. We can get into the... Mom says it would be illegal, but that's quite a talk. See, How about this one? Like rope. What she wanna find? Blank.
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think... If we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
No, you can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Tails. I lost?
In a manner of speaking.
After you.
All right. Here I go.
Careful.
Not very climactic.
Not quite as scary as I thought.
Yeah, this thing is pretty sturdy. Especially for just sitting out here for a few decades. Let's hope we can say the same for the rest of the boat.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
How sturdy can it be? Ow. All right, pretty sturdy.
Pierre's office, whatever's in there, could blow the lid off this whole thing. Of course it's locked because nothing's ever easy.
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where you and Dad were still
One
together.
where you and Dad were still together? I mean, I just wish you two were able to work things out.
Well, it's not possible. There's no way to that reality from here.
I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat, it's a romantic thought, living right on the water. But don't you suppose it might be a bit small for both of us and two children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written to me before making this decision? We are still here waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start a new life afresh, I have begun to rack up worries. How will the children react? With all they've already been through, what do you suppose my parents will think? And I was just disappearing. My poor mother, she's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way? Helen.
Wow, this is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
More... Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
Gentleman.
Wow, cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that. Like... Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really, put that down.
Nothing in the bin. Some shoe. A fishing rod.
Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock? $3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
A
Little.
little? Only $3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Received from Mr. PLR track $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat that I own.
Cool. Nobody to spy on now.
Good morning.
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up here. Imagine spending $6 on a steak lunch.
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Did people just drink more back then?
Yeah, I think so. But this is a lot, even for 1968.
Sunglasses. Are we able to go down? Yes. That door is locked as well.
Quite the party boat Pierre had going on here.
No kidding.
I kind of want to clean up the rest of these.
Ugh, why?
I just feel the right thing to
It
do.
just feels like the right thing to do.
That seems kind of futile. Gonna clean up the rest of this boat, too?
Maybe I will.
Yeah, but still, how are we able to go down? That door is locked. Just looking in the window. There is some desk over there. Ah, there is another side.
Dodge this.
Flare gun. Whoa. That door is open. That's some children's room.
Oh, it's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre.
Tiddlywinks.
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
Please don't go on about the silly ideas of mine. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we'll have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little alien pick up her entire life and her children's lives. At the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can buy, treasured friendships I held since I was a girl. My relationship with my parents and siblings, satisfying work where I get to help people, my children to grow up in the loving company of their grandparents and their friends. These are things you ask me to give up, and for what? Isolation? An unfamiliar place? A leaky boat? Money to spend on what? What does it matter if everything else is lost?
This looks intense. What's the brushy thing for?
Some utensils. Ledger.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue. The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why else would he have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
For what?
To keep him abreast of current events?
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware, I think.
You think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Do you think Grandma could have helped?
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was an accomplice in all this?
Second
On
thought.
second thought, maybe not. Grandma Helen was too smart to get involved in something like that.
Tobacco. Pipe.
Attention, every... Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming. Aha!
That's the key from room.
Wow, that is a lot to spend on whiskey.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Geez, slow it down, Pierre.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
The right door is opened. There's ladder. So I guess that's it.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own, Without Grandpa, without Pierre, she realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
I don't know, I would go for it.
I don't know. I would have gone for it. I mean, talk about romantic. A whole new life with somebody who'd go to all these lengths for you, a fresh start, a whole bunch of money. What's not to like?
Having to leave behind everybody you know? Your parents and family and make your kids live in hiding? She would have been on the run with a criminal. Is a little romance worth all that?
Grandma didn't think so, but I'm not so sure.
Let me read it first. I received your latest letter. This is my final response. You said you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without even telling me until it was too late to do anything. But follow alone. I'm not following alone anymore. You say these are your kids too. Of course they are, but they are my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father. Trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse, but I'm getting used to it, used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing, I'm starting to feel okay. Helen. No, you say I'll do whatever it takes me. You give me everything I will deserve to have. I know I also tell this, but I think you already have. All I want now is to be left alone, free to live this new life by my own means. Do not contact me or the children again. This is over for all of us. I think we were happy once. I hope you find happiness again. Yes. So. We got what we need. Cigar. Right. I guess. Shall we leave this place? I just wonder. No, there's still something here. There's another key.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Oh, I was hoping that would turn up.
I swear, you could be so nosy sometimes.
I didn't see it first. Mailbox key, so now we have to go there.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
Come on.
Oh, come on, Mom, live a little. We've already come so far. We can't just stop now, when we're so close to the truth.
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Track Box 9 up to Lake Carindale, Ontario. Return to sender unclaimed, no such address incomplete. So that's both translated to French as well. Let's read. To whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. I had worked as a property inspector for Keene County for over 10 years. At Booker Gate in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints at my lodge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement as they had threatened not only my safety but that all my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and Doris to cross the border under an assumed name, giving them instructions to follow me. They never did, and I wish that regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remain, I've destroyed. My wife Helen knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself in this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession, Leonard Lambros.
So Pierre was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When we thought he'd had a heart attack, he was just here, on this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Mom. For your whole life, you'd thought your dad had just died, and you had to live with that. That really sucks.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive,
Wish it didn't turn out this way.
Wish it didn't turn out this way?
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Yeah, me too.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Mom.
beautiful, hardworking...
Stop. You'll make me cry.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
Well, where we go now? On the road again. Moment. Gonna drink something. Say,
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Well, your dad, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was gonna fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
that's
kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right. My little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders, and he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
No, I do.
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he just ran away. Kind of forced your hand.
Yeah, kind of.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you You shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like doing Kurt.
Like doing Kurt?
I'm gonna let that double entendre pass right by me. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then. Even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head, the bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. What about the Andromeda and Francine? It means starting over, kind of.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh start. We've been through a lot of big changes this year. You've been through so many big changes. But we're making it work. And whatever we decide, we can make it work. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Me too.
We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah. Me too.
So this is it. For real. Maybe just wait to pass. Not even get it. Open worlds. Well, anyway, just a couple hours, I guess. Game for a couple hours. Not really a game, like a movie. Interactive. Carry us with Caitlin Daisy. Anyway, take care.